Good morning, everyone, or good evening if you're watching me in Europe, and whatever time of the day you're watching me. Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching us today. I'm Nadia Freund, founder of Nadia Beauty Nail Academy, and we are live today, as usually Wednesdays. And Natalia is not going to be here today, but I still tagged her in this video so she can always join us later if she can. Anyways, I will show you today how do I rebalance the nail. What is rebalancing? Rebalancing is when we bring the nail back up into the shape. So basically, I kept my nail, of course, it's the pointer finger that always kind of grows down, and I kept this one for you to show you how to lift it back up and how to bring it back into the shape so we rebalance it again. So we bring the nail back into the balance. And this is the key, so that the thickness where it needs to be thick is there, and the apex is on the place, and eventually the curvature is there, and how to make them look pretty again. So let's not waste the time, and I will switch the cameras to the back, and if you have questions, please ask, and I will check sometimes, because on my phone I have hard time to actually see what you're writing, but I will definitely look into it. Okay. So it's kind of missing Natalia. I hope she will be there next week. And of course, don't forget to message us if you have questions, if you would like to see something we can show you, or we can explain you, or we can tell you. Please do it. Okie dokie. So let's switch the cameras. So I have my table vent here, so I have better view, and I will probably keep it like this. Hopefully this will work. So I did already a couple nails. I prepared one just in case I need a second one. And I have here this nail that grows down. Okay, let me show you. I'm trying to make it here all look pretty. As always, here we go. So the key here is to bring the nail back up to the cuticle and lift it so it's not hanging down. Basically pretty much like this one. And I will put my glove on. Of course, always working with gloves, even if I am doing my own nails. And prep and wipe. And actually, I will zoom it in a little bit. Spray the nail, spray the pusher, and push the cuticle a tiny little bit. I'm not pushing much, I just need to see how my cuticle is feeling. Basically, that's what I'm doing. Okay, where is my glasses? Here we are. And then, oops, where's my bit? My bit is here. I will take whatever coarse bit I have. I'm usually using the carbides and or ceramic, and I'm going on the forward speed very fast, and we'll switch on the vent so we can work on it. I'm removing the nail, all the lifting and the color. Never touching the edge of the nail, so I'm not catching it up here, because if there's any lifting, then the nail will fly away. Of course, I'm removing the length. I like coarse bits, they work very fast. Hi, Sandra. We have here 10 o'clock in the morning. Whoops, I'm sorry, I'm running out of the camera, so let me zoom out a little bit so I'm not running away. And now from the product to the outside, I am removing all the lifting or along the lifting, but never catching into the lifting. I hope you know what I'm talking about. And then on the other side, the same. That's me too. I'm also waking up at like 4 or 5 o'clock, and yes, it's Sandra is saying that her waking up at 5 makes her feel it's later. And then, of course, I'm gonna shorten the nail, but I'm not gonna shorten it to the length that the nail will be. I'm just shortening a little bit, and I will explain you later why. Just a tiny little bit so we don't waste extra product. Now I'm taking my hygienic file. So this is a core, and I always have here some stickers. This is a metallic core. We have also plastic core, and the files are coming with a plastic core. 180 grit file, and I'm just gently, of course we recommend for the students and for everyone 220 240 grit file, but that's all the filing I'm doing now. So if I have any lifting, I would go with the E file. So I am actually just shaping the outside of the nail a little bit, also because we will shorten it anyways. And I'm taking down the sides so I can build on top of it. That's pretty much it. So the nail will be definitely short, as you can see here. And this one, I will, if I have time, I will show you more about that nail. Then I'm taking a diamond cuticle bit, the little cone, on the highest speed on the forward, from the center, very easily, very gentle, just pushing back the cuticle again and removing any dry skin on the side if there is any. See how easy I can do it. Bring the second light in here. And then I'm doing it all on 5 nails, and then I'm switching off to the reverse, doing the same without touching the natural nail, lifting up the skin. You see I'm working only on the skin without touching the nail. That's important. And then either with a mandrel cup or with the cuticle, round cuticle bit, whatever you feel more comfortable with. On the forward, not too fast. I am gently running over that dead skin, of course pulling it back. If you want to learn more about it, please let's have a class. I'm teaching online and I'm teaching live, and of course I should switch to the opposite direction when I'm working on the other side, and I will do, not to confuse you. Hi Erin, yes, it is so nice to be online, so nice to see people. And please watch my YouTube channel. We posted a lot of videos that I was doing on Instagram. That side is better. Let's see if I can remove this from this side. Yeah. Sometimes you need to go in the wrong direction to achieve the best result. Here we are. Done. And I am taking a nail wipe, prep and wipe, and wiping my nail. And also here. So the prep and wipe has acetate in it, ethyl acetate, and that is what is very important for using Seal and Protect. Hello, Beverly. Nice to see you here. Thank you for watching me. So let me remove the dust here. Here you go. So Seal and Protect is a unique solution, very liquid. It's a very liquid solution. We are when talking about it all the time. You need this to be very, very dry brush, even wiping off a little bit excess on the nail wipe, and very, very gentle. It's still too much. Without touching the cuticle, applied on the grown out part of the nail. You can run over the old product, you don't have to. And I don't remember if I did it here. I think I did it here too, but I will just go one more time. It's not gonna wreck anything. Close it and put on the lamp for 1.5 minutes. I can talk to you in this time. Oh, I have glasses on. So how are you guys doing? I'm missing you. I want to teach real classes. I want to teach live classes. How about a Zoom class? What do you think about it? Should we do a Zoom class? So I can see what you are doing. You can see what I'm doing, and we can chat live. Let's plan something. So tell me, what would you like to see and what can I teach you? Ding, ding, ding. How about some nail art? No, some structure. I want some structure. Let's do structure class. No comments. Well, you know where to find me. Message me, and then we will organize something. Okay, so 1.5 minutes are almost over. I'm taking a no, this is a dirty brush. I'm taking a clean wipe, and with a clean wipe, I am. Can you hear that sound? That's the sound you want to hear. If you don't hear that sound, then you either applied too much of the product, and then the nail will not be flexible with it, or it's not cured enough. After you did this, we are working with the softbone primer, and I will do one nail at a time for now. How to safely perform a Russian manicure? Sure, we can do that. I am all for it, but I need to set the kits and then we can go for it. So softbone primer, just in case, because my nails are very difficult nails. Everything is lifting on them, and I prefer to use softbone primer with the Seal and Protect, and then it's perfect, and I don't have any lifting for a long time. Fiber gel pink. Actually, let me put this away. I don't need it now. I will use fiber gel pink. Very beautiful color, and it's super cold in my basement here. That's why the nail is kind of, the gel is kind of thicker than usual. And what am I gonna do first? Just with a little bit of product on the brush, I am going to very, very gentle, very, very easy apply a thin amount of gel first. And usually on the other nails, I will work with a known filing technique where I would apply a little ball of the gel and let it run and do its work. So in this case, oops, sorry, I don't see what I'm doing under the camera. In this case, I'm actually applying the product to the cuticle and bring it down with a huge hump. Probably not as much. Let me level it a little, oops. Level it a little bit, and then we will see. The key is to bring up the upper curve, the upper arch. Don't let run it into the cuticle. Turn it upside down. And once you achieve the result you want, and I will explain you what is the result after I at least flash cure it, because if I turn it and explain too long, the gel is gonna run away. Tiny little bit less. Oops. So if you want to have classic shape or modern shape, right? If you want your curve going just straight up or just a little bit low down, and then put it 1, 2, 3, take it out. And again, 1, 2, 3, take it out. This amount of gel will burn to anyone. Any kind of gel in this amount will burn. Let's see. It's okay, it's flash cured. Now I will explain you what I was doing. So because I am not able to apply the gel here on the end the way that is a nice straight end, so it's always ending with a little drop here. That's why I didn't file my nail to the length that I'm going to leave it. Also, because the nail grows down, if I make it too short and then this little drop goes a little bit shorter, then the nail will be even shorter or not as beautiful, like pointy on the end, like sharp end. Does it make sense? I hope so. So now I will clean up here a little, the sides, and get back into the lamp and cure for another 1.5 minutes. And again, I was using Fiber Gel Pink. If you guys use Fiber Gel Pink, you know how beautiful it is, how easy it is to work with, and how nice you can see actually the little fibers in it. It is so beautiful. And if you have it on your brush and you hang your brush on the click-on stand, it's hanging there for a long time without dripping. So I will take a wipe and remove the sticky layer in a second once it is cured. Tell me something nice, people. Okay. And how to safely perform a Russian manicure. I think I can teach that in a live class. I'm pretty sure I can, because I learned it also in the online class, not in the live online class, but in the online class. And done. 1.5 minutes, perfect. So wiping, waiting a little bit, letting it cool down, wiping the sticky layer. So the nail will be that short. That's what I'm doing now. I will again take my table vent. Ooh. Just filing the shape, the frame, basically. Filing the side walls, making sure that the side walls are not wider, not wider here than here, right? And very gentle around the cuticle. And you see already the product was applied perfectly, so it's kind of nice and flat. It's so hard to work on yourself, I know that, and that's why I am sometimes struggling a little bit, and especially with the camera. So, once the frame is shaped, and you see how thick the nail is, and actually it will look very pretty when we are filing it down from underneath. Now I'm filing the surface. Again, depending on if you're doing classical shape or where from the apex the upper arch goes down, or if you're making a modern shape when from the upper arch the line goes straight, parallel to the center line of the nail. That's everything I was teaching in my marathon, and I'm thinking it's time for me to start another one. Oh, Natalia is saying, hello, my friends. Peter, I can't be today with you. Natalia, next week for sure. We will see you here. And if you have any comments, and if you have any questions, and if you have anything to tell us about that, what I'm doing, right or wrong, please feel free. I'm really missing you here. So once the surface is shaped, you never look on the bottom of the nail. Just look at the top of the nail from this side or from this side, and you can always see where you need to file a little bit. And you can see here on this side it's a little bit bumpy here. My nail is very crooked. My finger is very crooked, so the nail is also following that line. And now bringing it perfectly into the shape. Thank you, Natalia. When you're saying I'm doing something right, it's like it's the best for me. Oh, I almost overfiled it now for the length. So now I'll remove the dust. And now I have two ways to go. There are two bits you can use, and you have to find the one that works best for you. And I like this one sometimes I like this one. This is a magnetic I think Pro bit or something, or you can use a basic ceramic cuticle bit to go underneath, because now we have to file a lot. Usually when I'm doing quick filing underneath, I'm just going with this bit and just very easily file it. Here I also need to bring it into a curve, so I will try to use this bit. The preference is always yours, what you are using. So I'm doing it on forward. From underneath. And now very gentle, always holding the finger of the client. So when I'm holding the finger of the client, I'm holding it this way. So if my file jumps out here, then it's jumping out on my finger and not on the finger of the client. So this way I'm not filing from underneath of the, well, the top surface of the nail basically. Because if the file jumps out, it scratches the top. And this is my favorite part. Also be very careful. This bit is super cool. Yes, that's right. Hello, Florentina. Be very careful about the hypernicum here underneath of the nail. So I have pretty high hypernicum, so I'm not pushing too much in. Always check it before you're filing from underneath, how long is the hypernicum of the client. And then checking the thickness here. So what I'm doing is basically now filing the very edge. So my nail is now super thin here, and it's a little bit thicker here. And if you give me 1 second, I will grab a tool. I forgot to bring it before. Just 1 second, please. When you're trying to prepare yourself for the online class, you always forget something, and of course I forgot this magic tool. And this magic tool you can buy now on my website. I don't remember the link to it, like how you can find it. I think measurement tool, and if you can't find it, just message me. I will tell you how to find it. So you can see now, probably this way, that the edge of my nail is now super thin. So it's 1 millimeter or less than 1 millimeter. Once I buff it and apply gel, it will, like top gel and gel polish, it will be 1 millimeter as it's supposed to be. And if I'm going here, you can already see that it is 2 millimeters. It's almost too thick, but I have to go that thick at this point, at the stress area, because my nail, my natural nail inside grows down like this. So I have to lift up and make it thick here. right? So that's why when clients file their nails shorter, they say, oh, they're so thick inside. Yes, because we want to make them look beautiful. This nail, for example, is growing straight. So when I don't add any thickness to it, as good as no thickness. So it's 1.5 millimeter. Oops, sorry. On the edge, it's 1 millimeter on the edge. And if I go inside here, it's 1.5 millimeters, how it's supposed to be. So perfect thickness of the hairline for the salon nail. Yes, 1 millimeter, as your credit card is perfect. So if it's too thick, I can still go in and just make it a tiny little bit thinner here at the very edge. And if I want to, I can always touch up here. I used another bit for these nails, that's why it's not as smooth. And I didn't file this nail, that's why. Let me quick fix that. I did these nails today in the morning, and of course I forgot something. That's why it looks so thick. Always filing out natural nail, so it's not curling in, so it's not drying out. After I file the nail from underneath, I always get back into the file and touch it up, just in case I swapped somewhere something what I didn't need to file. Oh, I didn't do this one yet. And these ones are done anyways. Here we go. Okay, so this nail is ready for further product application. I can buff it a little bit if I want to. Do I want to? Do I have my buff here on? As always, I'm not fully prepared. My beautiful buffer is probably in my, the core for my buffer is probably in my sanitizer. So I will take my stretchless file, also still available and also still working perfect. And wipe it off. Remove the dust. You can always use some baby wipes to remove the dust when you're working on yourself or on your clients, if you need to. Just don't touch your nails with them. And do you always file out the natural nail? Some clients want to keep it. Is it best to remove? Well, some clients, if they get just a natural nail overlay where the gel is going, just shaping or strengthening the natural nail, then it's just a natural nail overlay that I don't file. I use fiber coat for that, and not the hard gel, and then I don't file it out. It's a different price, it's a different product, it's a different system. If clients want extensions, I always file it down, because the idea of extensions is to bring all the nails in perfect shape, and all the natural nails usually grow different. And if client has perfect natural nails, then you don't need to make perfect extensions, then you can just harden their natural nails. Like I have one client, she has nails like this, they're natural, like that long, natural nails, so we're just using fiber coat and she can go 5 weeks with that. But if the client, like me, has a nail that grows down to the side and you want to bring them all to somewhat even shape, even and them looking pretty and being even, then of course I am filing the natural nail from underneath. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you have the lifting problem from underneath. So if your nail is a little inside is shorter, you always, it dries out, especially now with all the sanitizers that we are using, and then the natural nail starts to curl down and lift down, and then you start to catch it, and then they start to play with it. Excuse me. You start to play with it, and then the dust and everything goes underneath, and that also helps the nail to lift from underneath. So you get the air pockets, and you will lose a lot of nails. So yes, I'm doing it forever, always this way. I'm trying to find a little metallic file. Of course, I can't find it, so I will just take the emery board and touch up here a little bit on the side. Here we are. Now I am going to use most beautiful polish, Isabella. Look at this sparkle. This is just amazing. So I'm going to the cuticle. So does it focus? To the focus. You're more than welcome, Amanda. Please feel free to ask more questions if you have. I'm always here for you guys to answer all your questions. Then I'm taking my brush, detailer number 3 in this case, and push the product to the side walls, kind of blending it a little bit, and also making sure that my side walls here have a little bit of the gel. If you're missing some, you can add a little bit. And take off the excess from the center of the nail. Here we go. After you did this, you can go with the fiber coat white. Fiber coat white. We have actually a video with Natalia about the fiber coats, what it is and how it works. So you can watch it on our YouTube and Instagram. And of course, it is very easy to work with this product. It's a milky white. It's a thick gel. It will add some thickness depending on what kind of art you're doing. And there's some art that where we make the nail a little bit thinner and then apply this. In my case here, I'm gonna apply, excuse me, a very thin coat in the outline here. Don't worry much about perfection because it's kind of blended. It's a milky. I like all these milky designs that people are doing right now. Wanted something very, very light. First time not pink since probably last summer. Pink or red is always my color. And I am gonna take again the Jessica brush. And this Jessica brush is already giving up on me, so I'm want to bring the brightest spot to the center without changing a lot of the shape of the nail. So always look from the side so the shape of the nail is not damaged. And then, of course, bringing it to the edge so the edge is not missing anything. It's nice and self-leveling gel, so you can always turn it upside down. As I said, the pointer is the most difficult nail to shape, applying so much product on it on the first step. And then, of course, it is much easier on other nails. And that's why, because of the fiber coat, the nails are also a little bit thicker than they're supposed to be. That's why I'm filing them a little bit thinner before the application. It's about 30 seconds or 1.5 minutes, I think. I'm not sure. I'm always forgetting it. But by the time I applied, okay, let me explain it to you. Whoops. Here. So, when I'm working on 10 nails, I am going nail by nail or 2 by 2. And then by the time I applied it on the last nail and start to apply top coat right away, the last nail already cures several times, so it will cure in total for at least 1.5 minutes, and that's what we need in the perfect scenario. So it's always annoying to sit here and wait for one nail to be cured rather than having a quick nail by nail thing. So, and of course, Supreme Finish is the best for the cure, or for the top. And here we are. The nail is cured. It is near well, it's not perfect, but it's very good. So the edge The very edge of it is just over 1 millimeter, so I could even file it a little bit thinner. And as I said, it's now thicker here than before, so it's 2.5 millimeters even, but the nail doesn't look too thick for me. So I actually will file it a tiny little bit from underneath once the top coat is done. Supreme finish, improved supreme finish. It's not as the same as we had before. I mean, I have both of them in stock, the old one and the new one. And making sure on the end to bring in enough product, because sometimes what I notice is if you do it like this and then swipe it off, you leave some strings. Can you see those little spots there? And they cure like that. Funny. Then you have to buff and reapply. So be very careful. Always hold your brush straight and bring it to the edge. And cure. That is the improved supreme finish. It is the most beautiful shine from all our top coats. And with top coats video is also available on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and everywhere. Natalia and I am doing videos for quite a bit now, several months already. And we did a lot of beautiful, interesting videos. So the top coat will cure more afterwards. I don't have patience in the live videos to wait for it. I will thin out the nail just a tiny little bit more. Perfectionist. Okay. That's pretty much it. And I actually wanted to show you how to make a square nail out of this one, but I don't really have enough time for it. So I think I will reshape the nails another time. So I will finish myself this nail and I will polish the other hand because I already did the fill on them, but they need polish. And also I made this one kind of flat because I knew I will apply the white on top of it. So I will have white nails. The milky thing, Natalia got me hooked up on it and I love it now. So, well, if you guys have any questions, and yes, I think reshaping the nails, like how to make from the oval to a square or to that what people call coffin, salon version of it. Oh, I think I can take the lamps away. Salon version of the coffin nail. There's no such a thing as a coffin nail. Don't ask me for that. We call it elegance, and then it looks also elegant with a beautiful C curve and a beautiful straight out line where the top, where the upper arch from the apex goes very beautiful straight, almost perfect straight line down to the hairline. And I was talking about it last year in the marathon and people loved it, the new way of doing those nails. And Natalia is absolutely perfect in those shapes, and all her videos are about the ballerina and elegance shape. They're just amazing. Natalia says it's very nice and very informative. Thank you, Natalia. All the videos with you are informative and nice, so I am really missing you. Hope you can join us next week, and I wish you guys a beautiful day, beautiful spring. I hope the whole pandemic is over very soon and we will see you in live classes as soon as possible. But if you want to learn from me in person, live, online, or here in my studio, contact me and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.